How's it going, YouTube? Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming to you guys with I think this is the first time I've done this, a deck profile of the deck that I used at the sneak peek for the latest set, Shadow Specters, which will be out next Saturday. I ended up taking second place at my sneak peek, losing out to what was basically a whole Ghost Trick deck, minus the Xyz, which I have no hard feelings about. Like, that's kind of how the sneak peek goes. Whoever has the biggest engine of a deck that's in the set kind of wins. I had a good time. Sadly, even though I made second, I didn't get the mat. They decided that they were going to give mats to first, fifth, and last. So second place just got some booster prizing. That wasn't even Shadow Specters boosters, it was just Astral Packs. So I was a little cut up about that, but hey, it's alright. Instead of getting that mat, I ended up managing to get in this one in trade anyway. So it's not all that bad, I guess. But I figured I'd just show you guys the deck that I used and kind of talk about some of the cards that were really key in success in the games across the day. Because if we're not counting my loss in the finals, I only lost. I 2-0'd all of my opponents except one. So in my 4 wins, I only lost one single game. So let's talk about the deck. So I played. I started off with my Ghost Trick engine. I did have a fair Ghost Trick engine. Double Ghost Trick Spectre. This card is really good for your tribute summoning, because tribute summoning, as people will know, is pretty key in a sneak peek. Getting the biggest monster on table is usually the key to winning your sneak preview games. So the 2 Spectre were really good. They allowed for draw power. They allowed you to keep field presence, so you could be able to tribute summon. They were just really effective in that regard. In my opinion, one of the best cards that I used over the day was Ghost Trick Witch. Ghost Trick Witch has the ability to flip a card face down, well, a monster face down once per turn, one of your opponents. So the ability to have this flip one of your opponent's large attack monsters but low defense monsters, like some of the Bujin monsters were like that, and some of the vampires were like, all of the vampires were like that. So the ability to flip that face down and then be able to kill it with something the size of Ghost Trick Witch, or just to be able to summon one of your big beaters and then get around one of theirs without having to crash, was very effective like that. The Ghost Trick Jiangshi, it had 2 rolls. It had the first roll of 1800 defense. It was a good defender. It was great for keeping your board presence. And the second roll was, it was also really good at searching. Like the first time, if you just set it on its own and it got crashed into, it'd search out the Spectre for when it eventually actually got killed. Or you could have it face down, and if you'd already flipped your Witch this turn, flipped one of your opponent's monsters face down, you could flip it. I don't actually think I played level 2. I didn't do that. But I managed to do quite a few level 3 searches with this Witch and Spectre, so it was just effective throughout. Then I played the one Ghost Trick Stein. This was awesome for searching out the trap card, which I'll talk about when we get to it. But this guy was really powerful, especially in tandem with Vampire Kingdom that I picked up on the event. 2100 Ghost Trick Stein is actually really, really powerful, so I like that. And then the final Ghost Trick I played was the Ghost Trick Ghoul, because, hey, it was the sneak peek card. I figured I'd put it to some use. And it ended up being able to swing for 3-2 over the common 8-star dragon that was doing the rounds in the set. I can't remember his name, but there was an 8-star dragon with 2800 defense that I was stuck behind. And I managed to make this guy 3-2, which was really awesome. Then I played a mini Bujin engine in the form of 1 Raven, 1 Crow, 1 Ibis, and 1 Boar. Boar was really awesome because it says if you control a Bujin monster, so you were able to use this if it was in the grave, even for any one of your Bujins. So the ability to have this in grave, be able to banish it, and then be able to change one of your opponent's big monsters into defense so you could kill it with something smaller, was pretty awesome. I never actually used any of the other Bujin's effects. The others were all beat sticks, even if they did apply for Bujins and not just Bujin Beast Warriors. But Boar I did use a couple of times, but that's the Bujins I used. I used 2 vampires as my tribute summonable guys. I used 1 Duke, because I drafted the Duke, and I drafted a Grace. I said drafted. Oh, pulled. You play Seal Play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Grace was really cool in tandem with Vampire Kingdom. I did manage to get this effect off once to kill a Pump Princess that was on the Spell and Trap card zone, which is an absolute nightmare to get around in the sneak. So this was incredible. Vampire Duke, not so much. It was just a tribute summonable 2k body, but it lost out a lot to Ghost Trick Witch. It died a lot to Ghost Trick Witch, so it did get flipped a couple of times. Then otherwise, the kind of random monsters I played were 2 copies of Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. I didn't summon this that often, but when I did, it was really good. Like an 1800 body that you can special summon is really powerful. The ability to special summon it and then be able to tribute over it for a Grace or a Vampire Duke was really good. I played one Secret Sector Druid Drew, which was alright. Night Day Greffer was good. These are just huge bodies. But for me, the MVP kind of random cards were... Here we go. One Battling Boxer, Rabbit Puncher. This was really good at getting around the Ghost Trick monsters that your opponent was playing. It was good at getting around the really huge defense monsters like Boar and things like that. So Rabbit Puncher was really powerful. Skelesaurus, because of its Goyo Guardian effect, the fact that if you Gemini summon it and it kills something by battle, you can then special summon that thing. So that was pretty cool. But also because of the fact that in tandem with Vampire Kingdom, it's a 2200 beta if you don't Gemini summon it. So it's pretty good. Then, one of the most overpowered cards of the sneak peek, Pump Princess, the Princess of Ghosts, was incredible because sneak games are so slow. If you're able to get this in your spell and trap card zone and just kind of stall for a couple of turns, all of your opponent's monsters turn into potatoes. They all turn into potatoes. They're all absolutely useless. So this card was incredible at the sneak, and it was something that a lot of opponents lost to. It was really, really good. Especially if you opened it like turn 1 and set it, and you just win the game. You would just win the game. Unless they could find their back row removal when there's only like 2 back row removals in the set. Played one Chow Chow Chan. This card was good. It was the only hand trap I played, and it was the only hand trap I played at a sneak peek I think ever. But Chow Chow Chan was in there for dealing with Ghost Trick Scare if people use it at the battle phase, and Intrigue Shield in the battle phase. So it was really good. It was really effective. I really liked it. Then I played one Vampire Kingdom for spells and one Dragon Shield. That's the only spells I played. That's the only ones I thought that were worth playing. This for the Y-Burster. This because I played about 6 zombies, I think. Yeah, let's go with 6. So that was pretty good. That was the spells. And then the traps were 3. They were Intrigue Shield. This card was ridiculous. Target one face-up monster you control, equip this card to that target once per turn while the equipped monster is in attack position. It cannot be destroyed by battle and you can take no battle damage. So, pretty cool. Really effective. Really liked it. Had a lot of trouble getting rid of it, hence Chow Chow Chan being in there. One Ghost Trick Scare because why wouldn't you play a Super Book of Moon? It really is a Super Book of Moon. And then one Ghost Trick Vanish, which was actually really bad. I don't think I would play it again if I went to another sneak peek, but it was in there. I searched it usually with Stein just to deck thin a lot of the time, so it was alright. So that's those. That was the main deck. Then the extra was stuff I couldn't make, but it was still pretty cool. I ended up drafting one Crimson Knight Vampire Bram. I wish I could have played it, but I didn't get another 5, so sad face because Grace is a 6. One Mira the Starbearer, which I couldn't make, and one Gigantic Castle, which I couldn't make. So, they're in there. But otherwise, it was a good sneak. I'm really liking this set. I currently have almost all of my wants on the way due to trading pages, so I'm pretty happy with that. I do plan on doing deck profiles with the new stuff, but at the moment, I mean, even today, I'm working on assignments for uni. For university, so I can't really be doing any deck profiles at the moment. This is literally just something that I had in a box and I figured I'd do it. But yeah, just to give an insight on some of the stuff I'm working on. I ended up bringing in 3 of each of the black and white dragons because they work a lot like Reborn Tengu. So I've been having a lot of fun with this in plants and various plant ruler decks. So it's been fun. That's been really fun. They are really nice, really good fun. And then, of course, the stuff that you probably already know about. I got in 3 copies of each of the Mythic Dragons because of Mythic Dragon Rulers, which are absolutely ridiculous. I've been testing them on Dueling Network, and the deck is crazy. I currently have my 2 Fell Grands on the way from a trading page. I have my Melius on the way. I have my Dragulong, or whatever it's called now, on the way. And my Kodomo Dragon. So it's all coming. It's all going to be put in a deck and profile to you guys once all of my work is done and once it's all here, because it should be hopefully here tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, expect some deck profiles and hopefully some duel videos. I wasn't able to do any at the venue because our tables are so far apart. They're really wide tables. I couldn't get a good camera angle. But I'm going to try and get you some more videos and try and get some deck profiles for the new set done as soon as possible. For those of you who are asking for Ghost Trick deck profiles, I do not currently plan on building Ghost Tricks myself or Vampires. I only plan on building Wuxians. So I will try and ask my friends who are building that to do a deck profile for me. But otherwise, I won't be having them myself. So please stop asking for them. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's about everything I wanted to talk about. This has been Jamie the Kid 00, and I will see you guys pretty soon. Peace out. Bye.